Hey guys, Billy Davidson here with Davidson Pressure Washing and Painting, Hammond, Louisiana. Thanks for watching the video. If you like our content, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know if you are enjoying our videos, and we definitely look forward to hearing from you there. A couple things I want to talk about in this video are things you need to know about your surface cleaner. Some of these things may seem a little obvious to some of the veterans out there, and if I miss something or leave something out, some of the veterans that's been out there a long time in the industry, please leave a comment below, help add to this conversation, and maybe this will help some of the guys out there for learning about their surface cleaner as a tool for pressure washing. You know, it is a tool and it's a very valuable tool, but there are some things you need to know about it for your safety, for your customer safety, and for the longevity of that piece of equipment that you just spent your very hard-earned money on. First, I want to mention to y'all real quick about our giveaway that we coming up a little bit towards the end of the video. We're going to talk about that. Also, I want to make this very exciting announcement before we get started on things you need to know about your surface cleaner. I recently released another training video. I really worked really hard on this training video and very excited about it. I did offer it to our VIP list first, so they have had a chance to review it and report it back to me personally. And they looked at the video and they were super excited about trying it. Some are already trying it. So you can check out the link in the resource page. And the title of that video is How I Made $5,000 with One Bent Yard Sign. So yeah, and it's really true. I really did. Actually, I made the video and it went to, edit and be uploaded to a resource page. And actually I had another job come from it that was $2,200 that was not actually counted in that $5,000. So it really is about $7,200. Now, ironically, when we were making the video for you to upload on a resource page, we were doing our video and we landed another job off of that, which is $1,600, which we'll be doing tomorrow, and I'll show you some video of that tomorrow. So make sure you like and subscribe. So if you're interested in that video, check out the link in the description below. And it's titled How I Made $5,000 with One Yard Sign. And it works. And I did it several times, to be honest with you. I've used to do this years ago. And we get so busy power washing. Sometimes we forget things that work so well. And so I kind of remembered about it. And I figured I would give it a try. And it worked. And I'm like, oh my God, it still works. So we did it several times just to make sure before we brought it to you. Want to make sure it's going to work. Now, I'm not guaranteed that you will make $5,000 off a yard sign, but I'm almost positive you're going to have a tremendous amount of success with this tactic, with this technique. It's probably something that you really hadn't seen out there yet. We have a lot of success with it. And the people that has got a chance to review the video training, How I Made $5,000 with One Yard Sign, they reported back to me. They was out pressure washing over the weekend trying to. So they were offered the video several days ago, and a lot of them did take advantage of that. Now, I will say that this is zip code restricted. I almost forgot to tell you that. The way it's set up is when you click on the resource page and find that video, How I Made $5,000 with One Yard Sign, you will see it is restricted to 2 purchases per zip code. And I had to do that. And I'll apologize if you go click on it and it's taken. You just have to wait around for our next training video. So go ahead and hop in there and get it as quick as you can. But we wanted to restrict it because, again, on some of the other videos that we restricted, we just don't want too many people doing this in a very tiny area. It wouldn't be fair for the guys who acted first and was first in line. So, it is what it is. But there's a lot of zip codes out there, and some of them are filling up. We've had quite a few of them that are closed out. So whenever you go to make the purchase, if it lets you go through, congratulations. If not, we'll just have to see you in the next training video. So go check that out in the link in the description below, How I Made $5,000 with One Yard Sign. And matter of fact, once we get caught up in a couple weeks, we so far booked out, but partly because I was making that video. We're going to do it again and again and again. And I think I'm going to change my marketing tactics to probably pretty much this exclusively because it's so easy. You know, it's sometimes it could be a little unfair to your competition. So don't tell them I told you. I don't want them pissed at me. But so anyway, we're going to be giving away a brand spanking new pair of AirPod Pros. So I don't know what the difference between the Pros and the originals. I'm not too tech savvy when it comes to all that, but they all tell me that the Pros are phenomenal. So we're going to be giving away. They're brand new in a box. I got them waiting just for you. So we're going to be giving that away. But here shortly, we're going to be announcing how we're going to give it away. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to be adding some additional couple of little items. And I'm kind of waiting to see if Amazon can ship them to me in time. So stay tuned to the channel for that giveaway. And we're going to be doing a lot more upcoming videos and contests regarding just different items that I find interesting that might be very helpful to the guys out there. Now, I want to get to the video at hand here, things that you need to know about your surface cleaner. So obviously the surface cleaner, if you don't know, and like I said, we do have a lot of new people that have joined the channel here recently. We're coming up on our 5,000 subscribers. We're really excited about that and very grateful for every one of the guys that have subscribed to the channel. We plan to work hard to earn more and to keep yours as well. So producing these videos does take a little time. It does take a little effort, but we really enjoy doing it. So again, please subscribe to us and let us know that you enjoy these videos. And, you know, some of these new guys out there, I literally had a guy a couple of days ago ask me what was a surface cleaner for. And, you know, you got to pause for a minute and say, hey, I was there at one time. So, you know, we explained to him what a surface cleaner is for, and he just didn't know. So that led me to this. Things you might need to know about it, even if you've been doing it for a while, you may not have actually realized it. You're just pushing this thing around, making tons of money. And now when you have an issue with it or, you know, something else comes up, you know, sometimes you knowing a little bit of information goes a long way. So things you need to know about your surface cleaner. The surface cleaner hooks to your pressure washer, and it actually hooks to your pressure washer hose, which hooks to your pressure washer. And usually those pressure washers produce anywhere between 3,000 and 4,000 pounds of pressure. Now, some of the smaller ones a little less, some of the bigger ones a little more, but that's generally the range. We generally operate a surface cleaner between that 3,000 and 4,000 PSI. Now, these are things you might need to know about it that you just haven't really thought about. A couple safety things first. These things will throw rocks. No matter if it's got that little skirting around it, no matter if it's got that plastic flap in the back, if it's a push behind, whatever kind you got, it throws rocks. So guys, please take a few minutes before you start surface cleaning. Examine your work area. You know, kick rocks off the slab if you're working on it. If you got a hand blower, blow that off. Or you can just take your pressure wash wand and slap the old yellow tip in it and blow it off and get all the rocks off your work area. That way, if you smack one of those rocks, you know, it's especially the big ones, man, the big ones can go far. And so that'd keep you from smacking one of them because that bar underneath spins at a fairly high rate of RPMs. Not sure how many, but I'm sure it's in the thousands. I think between 2,000 and 3,000 RPMs a minute. And guys, if y'all know the exact number of some of these surface cleaners, obviously the large ones probably spin a little bit slower and the small ones a little faster. Leave a comment below if you know that exact data. That'll help some of the guys out there. So nonetheless, that thing's spinning. And if it hits one of these rocks and picks it up and throws it, I've personally seen it throw 50, 60 feet. Now, you know, after seeing that, you start to be very leery of windows around you, car windows, house windows, and other breakables like your face. So you don't want to throw a rock back at you. So operate these surface cleaners in the manufacturer's way they want you to do it, and that way you can remain safe. I see some guys tweaking some of these surface cleaners out there and over revving them, if you will, and I don't think that's a good idea because you really get that bar spinning probably about 25 or 30% faster than what you need to be, and if it hits something, it's really going to sling it off. And then plus you're probably putting a lot of extra wear and tear on the surface cleaner just to save a few minutes. I'm not going to go into how they're doing it, but it's some tweaks that they made to make them spin a little faster. And I personally don't think it's worth the trouble to go through all that and then run the risk of throwing a rock 100 yards and knocking out the neighbor's window 3 streets over, right? So That's one thing to know about it. These things throw rocks. Again, they throw rocks at windows, throw a rock at a car, throw a rock at you. So another thing you want to worry about your surface cleaner is hitting something with it that's on the ground or in the ground. Maybe it's a metal piece of stub poking up out of the concrete. Maybe it's a chipped piece of concrete, a pothole. You want to make sure that you don't run over an area where those bars are going to hit something. A couple reasons being, for one, it can chip off a piece of the bar because it's brittle metal. I've seen pieces of my tip come off, and the objects that you hit can also disintegrate on impact and throw some pieces out. So also, again, give your area a visual inspection, and then take those extra 3 or 4 minutes and walk your area and look down at the ground. Pay attention to the areas that you're going to be surface cleaning, and make sure it's not a metal rod or something's poking up, or it could be almost anything these days. A tool. Well, sometimes we do these very large parking lots and someone's worked on a car and left some lug nuts out there, or a large wrench or something. You're walking with it, surface cleaning in the dark there, and you hit some big crescent wrench or something. And not only are you going to ruin your surface cleaner, but again, you could throw something and hurt yourself or other people around you, even your work crew. Another thing about your surface cleaner you want to remember, some of our surface cleaners has wheels on them and some of them don't. If it comes with wheels, it's highly likely you probably need to leave the wheels on it. I seen a guy take his wheels off and left them at home. So he thought maybe the surface cleaner didn't need them. It was optional. But usually in most cases, if your surface cleaner has those small casters on them, go ahead and leave it on them. That is designed to keep the surface cleaner at a certain height above the ground, and it helps it roll. So without those wheels, even under full power, that surface cleaner is not going to levitate itself up enough so you can push it back and forth. It'd be dragging. I mean, and it would be tough to surface clean like that. You probably couldn't do it. So however it comes from the factory and the manufacturer, don't try to alternate it or tweak it in any kind of way, make modifications that would make it unsafe and affect the performance drastically. So those are a few tips and tricks I want to tell you about surface cleaners. Also, real quick, I want to mention about a surface cleaner. I know sometimes you're tired, you're hungry, you're ready to get out of those wet shoes and get home. But guys, if you rinse that surface cleaner off really, really good, front, upside down, back, before you stow it away, I think it lasts a lot longer and it looks a lot better. So, and then if something breaks down on it, you have a nice clean surface cleaner that you're working on, and it don't have 6 inches of crud built on it. So rinse them off real good. And again, if it's got one of those alamites on the top of it, hit a little bit of grease in that bad boy about once every couple, 2 or 3 weeks. It's not going to hurt it at all. As a matter of fact, it will make it spin better and keep that spinner from wearing out as much. And also, speaking about that spinner, if you buy a surface cleaner, it is always a good idea to see and check if that spinner is replaceable later down the road, because there's 2 types of spinners on surface cleaners. Those are the ones that are broke and the ones that will break. So they all stop spinning at some point. So if you get a surface cleaner with a non-replaceable or non-rebuildable spinner, it's pretty much a throwaway at that point. So spend those extra few dollars and look for that surface cleaner where the spinner is replaceable. And I tell guys all the time, day in and day out, if you buy a surface cleaner, if you can afford to, go ahead and get a new spinner there, keep it in the toolbox. If not, get you a few jobs, get paid for them, and then order you a new spinner, because I've seen new spinners go out right away. I've seen them last for 2 years and everything in between. So the spinner stops spinning, you're not going to surface clean, you can't make any money. And sometimes it takes days for something to come in the mail. We don't have all that time to be wasted. And what you can do, rent a surface cleaner from one of these big box stores that's already beat up and the tips ain't working right and all that. So keep that new spinner and a new bar. I mean, you can never go wrong with having those extra parts on the truck or at least nearby. So guys, anyway, hope this helps. Again, check out our resource page, How I Made $5,000 with 1 yard sign. I think you'll be real excited to watch it. Stay tuned to our giveaway that will be coming up soon. We'll be announcing how to enter. That way we can get as many people to enter as possible, and that way we will be as fair as possible with it. So stay tuned to the channel. Again, I'm Billy Davidson here with Davidson Pressure Washer Painting, and I hope to see you in the next video.